Yeah.
See you.
Hey, Caitlin, great to see you. And we all smiles today. What a moment. What a moment for the Blockdag journey. Just a shout out to, our visionary leadership in Goran and the rest of the guys. Thank you, team. Thank you, community. And, we set the stage now, Caitlin, for the 2026 project of the year. And I think the key is just to read out a number of stats, if I may. Have those prepared. So it's a very, very exciting moment for us here at Blockdag. 26,246 community members have claimed so far. What a moment, really. So exciting. We've always spoken about the size of the community. It's bigger than, some of the small majority that want to see us, not succeed. And we have succeeded in spite of everything. And it's been a big moment over the last 2 days. So, just to get in what actually happened, Caitlin, as we said all along, we were ready. Our mainnet launched on the 10th of February. We then stabilized the network. We set up redundancy in terms of its capacity to be able to offer a global solution as a layer 1 DAG offering. Caitlin, I don't know if you do know this, but we've been settling in under 2 seconds. I'm not too sure any other blockchain that is able to deliver on that type of speed. It's actually phenomenal. A lot of what we've been doing behind the scenes, Jeremy and the rest of the guys, our partners within the dev space, we were actually in India for a number of days, as you know, and it was very exciting to spend the time with the guys. Really being a celebration, and also at the same time realizing the gravity of the situation and what we actually need to deliver for the next 3 to 5 years. So, our token generation event happened on the same day as the 10th. That meant that all of the vaults had their minted BDAGs. And then during this last phase, what has actually happened is that our community are getting their BDAGs in their wallets for the very first time. So it's making that all real. And I think the key for me is really around the language and what is important here. A real token generation event. Our smart contracts are activated. The vesting is working. There's claims and there's treasury. We've highlighted the various treasury wallets as well as the other allocations. The claim functionality, yes, it's enabled. We had, Caitlin, you won't believe, but late last night, I think it was whatever the time zone was, we had so many individuals then making their claim that we had to set up additional redundancies in the relay, and that was supported by the team phenomenally, and we were back to full swing in terms of the claim process. So I think the key here is it's liquidity preparation for our listings along with our partners. We've got an action-packed next 3 months, and certainly for me, it's around a live network. We're now official with contracting. We've spoken about, Caitlin, the Zelf guys, and the first DApp that's activated on chain, where the community, if you want, please go through to the Zelf wallet solution and check out how they are innovating around capturing your seed phrase in a unique way, utilizing biometrics and the like. We've also got, Caitlin, our own incredible cold wallet offering that has integrated Blockdag as part of its core chain offering, which is just phenomenal. I know a number of individuals that are messaging me directly. We obviously celebrating that fact. And, it's now allowing the community to see and access the allocations in the crypto space, which is phenomenal, and you're now hearing people say, hey, I've got coins in wallet. Interestingly, you started off with the be safe message, and I'm seeing a lot of positivity with individuals showing their wallet balances, which is, it's a real moment. It's a real moment. And, I think this is action, this is delivery. We set out to do this 47 days ago. well, now 48 days ago. And guess what? We delivered. And guess what? We launched mainnet. And guess what? We were ready. And guess what? TGE happened. And guess what? You have your BDAGs in your wallet. Enough said. And now let's build and let's have an exciting 3 to 5 years. Again, I always say 3 to 5 years because that's obviously the vesting around standard tokenomics. We have a big surprise coming next week where we're going to launch our staking reward contract. What does that mean, Caitlin? That means that there's additional utility on chain for our community, and that starts the first of many utility projects. We've spoken about this at length with regards to what our 18-month roadmap looks like. It is very aggressive in terms of utility for the community, showcasing why we're the biggest project for 2026. And then finally, Caitlin, we have our big moment in that there are a number of listings on the agenda for the next week, as well as then the coming weeks ahead. And it's going to allow for Blockdag to really stand proud within a community of roughly around 230 million Web3 and crypto enthusiasts that are changing the game. So yeah, this is our big moment, defining moment. And like I said, we were ready.
Thank you very much, Nick, for all of those updates. Actually, we are very proud to hear all of those big milestones, big achievements that the team has delivered. And of course, let me repeat that, of course, for the people in the back. Guys, what Nick clarified today is visibility and verification, okay? So you can check the activity on chain, you can check your wallet, everything is happening. You can check the Explorer, check it out for yourselves, guys. This is a real moment. So thank you once again, Nick, for that. Now, let us talk about why this matters, okay? Because, Nick, of course, I want to frame this as why the community should feel proud. So, why do all of this matters?
Well, the key here, Caitlin, is that, the substance is we can see it on chain. And I think that is the key moment. All of late last night, I was looking through transaction hashes and, as I said, every under 2 seconds, we were settling from a claim perspective, and the community was receiving, a verifiable on-chain issuance. And that's what crypto communities are all about. It's around your control. It's around self-custodialship of your assets on a global level where you're controlling your destiny. And we've proven that out now over the last 48 days, and certainly have done so over the last 3 to 5. I just also wanted to highlight, we were very focused also on security and readiness. Our mainnet site highlights, obviously our internal audit processes, what we had to do through our testnet phase to launch mainnet. And Halborn came back on the vesting contract, and we're going to highlight all of those findings live within the community. We got a clean bill of health, so we're super excited that we did the homework and we did the work in order for us to deliver what is going to be the biggest project for 2026. So, we ensured that we put the time in. Jeremy and his team, as well as our extended team, thank you. It's a big moment for the Web3 space that we now have arrived.
Thank you very much, Nick, for that. That's really fantastic for us to hear. And of course, once again, thank you for explaining